The confession came just 12 hours after the body was found, a young woman lying face down on her kitchen floor. No signs of forced entry. No neighbors heard a scream, just silence. And then, at the police station, a trembling 22-year-old man walked in and said 3 words that stunned everyone. "I killed her." He described the knife, the blood, the way she looked at him before she fell. Detectives thought the case had just solved itself. But one question lingered in the stale air of that interrogation room. If he was the killer, why did so much of his story feel wrong? The victim was Emily Carter, 26, elementary school teacher, lived alone in a quiet Ohio suburb. No criminal history, no known enemies. She had dinner plans the night she died. She never showed up. Her sister found her the next morning. The scene was clean, too clean. The murder weapon sat in the sink, wiped down but not carefully. It looked staged, like someone wanted it found. Then came Daniel Reeves, skinny, nervous, no record. He worked at a gas station 2 miles away. He claimed he'd been obsessed with Emily, said he watched her for weeks, said jealousy pushed him over the edge. His confession was detailed, painfully detailed. Detectives wrote it down word for word. It sounded convincing, almost rehearsed. But surveillance cameras near Emily's house told a different story. Daniel's car never appeared on her street that night. His phone pinged off a tower across town at the estimated time of death. When confronted, he broke down. He insisted he walked, said he turned his phone off, yet records showed it active, still moving. The autopsy report complicated things further. Time of death was estimated between 8:30 and 9 o'clock p.m. Daniel claimed he killed her at 10:15. He described an argument in the kitchen, but there were no signs of struggle, no overturned chairs, no broken glass. And he said she wore a red sweater. Emily had been found in a blue blouse. Detectives began to wonder if they were dealing with something else entirely. A false confession. But why would someone confess to a brutal murder they didn't commit? Daniel's interrogation tapes revealed cracks. Hours of questioning, repeated suggestions, subtle corrections. When he got details wrong, detectives steered him. "Are you sure it wasn't closer to 9? Wasn't she wearing something darker?" Slowly, his story shifted to match the evidence. Line by line, then came the bombshell. Forensic analysis found a partial fingerprint on the knife handle. It didn't match Daniel. It didn't match Emily. It belonged to someone already in the system. A man with a prior assault charge, a man named Victor Hale. He lived 3 streets away. Victor had dated Emily briefly 2 years earlier. The relationship ended badly. Friends described him as controlling, temperamental. He had no alibi for the night she died. When questioned, he denied everything. Calm, almost amused. He claimed he hadn't spoken to Emily in months. Police searched his home. Nothing obvious, but in his garage, they found a pair of work gloves with traces of bleach. And inside his trash bin, receipts from a hardware store purchased the day after the murder. Cleaning supplies. Heavy duty. Meanwhile, Daniel recanted. He sobbed in court. Said he was pressured. Said he thought confessing would make the interrogation stop. He described feeling trapped, alone. He said detectives promised leniency, promised he could go home. Instead, he sat in a cell facing life. The case shifted overnight. Public outrage grew. How close had they come to convicting the wrong man? Victor was arrested, charged. Prosecutors built their case on the fingerprint and his history with Emily. But he never confessed. He never cracked. During trial, the defense attacked the fingerprint evidence, claimed contamination, questioned procedure. The jury deliberated for days. The verdict came back not guilty. Victor walked free. Daniel's charges were dropped months later, officially cleared. But the damage was done. His name had been broadcast everywhere. He moved out of state, changed jobs, tried to disappear. Emily's family was left with silence. No conviction, no closure. 2 men, 1 confession, 1 fingerprint, and a murder still technically unsolved. Years later, the case file sits thick and cold in an evidence locker. Detectives still debate what happened in that kitchen. Did Victor outsmart them all, or did someone else slip through the cracks entirely? One fact remains undeniable. A confession almost buried the truth. And somewhere out there, a killer learned just how easily justice can be misled.